4 reasons self-discipline leads to self-growth. In this presentation, you'll find out why you need to practice a lot of discipline if you want to grow. After all, successful people all have something in common: self-discipline. With self-discipline, you can overcome all odds, obstacles, and challenges that life throws at you. Personal and professional growth is easier because you don't get distracted easily, and you follow through with your goals and your plans. Let's discuss the 4 reasons self-discipline leads to self-growth. 1. Self-discipline enables you to grow personally and professionally. If you don't have discipline, your mind will be all over the place. You won't know what you need to do first, or even if you do, you won't have the mind power to follow through and actually take the steps to realize your goal. Knowing when to stop and when to speed up are essential aspects of self-control that are very important for personal growth. 2. You can't grow if you aren't disciplined. Whether you are looking to grow personally or professionally, you need to have a plan in place. A plan that doesn't just live on paper, but rather is brought to life through action. And you can't take action if you don't have proper discipline. Without action, nothing will ever happen. So the next time you ask yourself why you're still failing, and why you're still in the same sad place you were 10 years ago, look back and see if you did enough, or if you did anything at all. 3. Self-discipline allows you to stick to your goals, which ultimately lead to self-growth. Whoever said self-discipline is easy was joking, or just really highly disciplined. Either way, for most humans, this key mental characteristic needs sharpening up, and we can sharpen up by using tools that will help us visualize our goals in our minds. Having a visual picture of your ultimate goal in a place you see every day will motivate you, and your self-discipline will kick in every time you are thinking of straying from your chosen path. 4. You can achieve anything if you impose discipline on yourself. Don't take self-discipline lightly. Don't think you can just turn it off when it's convenient for you and then turn it back on when it suits you. If you want to achieve anything in life, you have to turn your self-discipline button to max level, and you need to make sure it stays there. 4 ways self-discipline contributes to success in the workplace. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you the 4 ways self-discipline contributes to success in the workplace. Not all workplaces are created equal. Some have a friendly environment, while others are downright toxic, probably due to poor management or negative colleagues. Without further ado, here are the 4 ways you must know about self-discipline in the workplace. 1. Your discipline will keep you motivated. If you're disciplined, you have to somehow look at the big picture. It could be a promotion, the promise of a huge bonus, or some other tangible benefit. Doing so helps you motivate yourself and keeps negativity at bay. You'll learn how to distance yourself from negative people and focus on doing your job properly and contributing to your team or your company's overall success. 2. You can manage your time very well. Work can get boring at times, and you might feel like procrastinating a bit, or perhaps take too many little breaks here and there. Taking breaks is important, but if you have discipline, you'll know just how important time management is. You'll also know the difference between a break that helps you clear your head and a break that will distract you and hinder you from doing your job properly. 3. You've got plenty of self-control. Your self-control will allow you to distance yourself from petty workplace politics. It will help you set yourself above and not join the fray, because you know nothing good will ever come out of it. Again, look at the big picture, and don't stoop down to your bickering colleagues' level. Your self-control will help you not get sidetracked with the little things which will prevent you from achieving your big goals. 4. You can set your priorities straight. Nothing's better than knowing what you want to achieve in the workplace. Yes, it's where you go to earn money so you can provide for yourself and your family. But the workplace is so much more than the means to an end. It can help define you. It can give your life more meaning. and it will help point you in the right direction career-wise. With self-discipline, all these things are possible at work. You simply have to know what you want and then plan how you're going to get there. 5 questions to ask yourself to know if you're succeeding at self-discipline. Sometimes we think we're good with something, when in fact it's the total opposite. We may think we're doing great on disciplining ourselves, but in reality, we're far from it. It may sound confusing, sure, but in this presentation, you'll learn the 5 questions you should ask yourself if you're unsure where you are on the self-discipline front. 1. Do you apologize to yourself far more often than you may like? Do you hate yourself every time you do something you know you're going to regret? You know it for a fact, but you still do it anyway. If you find yourself apologizing to yourself afterwards, then you're not doing too well on disciplining yourself. Having an iron resolve is important, and giving in to your weaknesses is not helpful to you at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. It can destroy your self-esteem, and if you don't stop it, you might also end up destroying your life. 2. Are you anywhere near your set goals? Setting goals for yourself is a very smart decision. Knowing what you want to do in life is important, and having self-discipline is a must if you want to achieve your goals. The more disciplined you are, the closer you will be to achieving your goals. 3. Do your friends think you're disciplined? What do your friends think of you? Do they applaud your incredible self-restraint every time you tell them no when you get asked to do stuff that's going to be counterproductive to your goals? If yes, then I dare say you're quite well-disciplined. 4. Do you find it easy to say no to things that tempt you? Can you easily stay away from temptations? How often do you say no to tempting offers? Saying no sometimes takes sheer willpower and self-control, especially if you want something badly, but know nothing good is going to happen if you say yes. 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, how disciplined do you think you are? Answer this question honestly. Do you think you're disciplined enough to succeed at whatever it is you put your mind to? Have you got your blinders on when it comes to pursuing your dreams? And are you now closer than ever to achieving your goals than you were yesterday? If you answered yes, and if you answered 9 or 10, then congratulations are in order. You are one disciplined individual. 5 reasons self-discipline is important for long-term goals. Long-term goals are something you want to achieve or accomplish in the future. It can be something material, like saving for a house, or something intangible, like mapping out your whereabouts in 5 or 10 years. With it being some time away, you might be tempted to divert funds or resources to fulfill a short-term goal instead. With that being said, you'd find it difficult to achieve any of your long-term goals if you don't have discipline. Whether you're trying to save up for a car, a house, a holiday abroad, or any other long-term goal, you need the self-discipline to achieve it. Here's why self-discipline is a key if you want to fulfill your long-term goals. 1. You can resist temptations. Without self-restraint and self-control, you can easily fall prey to temptations. If you've saved up a healthy sum for, say, for example, a house, you might be tempted to spend your cash on a short-term need, especially when there are some really nice retail deals going on. 2. You can stay focused on your goal. With self-discipline, you have your eyes on the horizon, on your end goal. You can look at whatever's happening around you, but your eyes are glued to your long-term goal. In short, you stay focused and resist temptations. 3. You can control your reactions and emotions. Seeing your favorite smartphone on sale can be very tempting, but your self-discipline will stop you and help you rein in your emotions. So even if you're longing to buy that phone, you know all you're going to be doing is looking at it. 4. You can overcome procrastination and laziness. Long-term goals can seem so far away, and it's so easy to think you've still got time to procrastinate, sit around, and binge-watch your favorite TV shows. But if you have self-discipline, you know you don't have time for that nonsense. You'll work hard every single day because you know that will bring you a step closer to your goal. 5. You can get back up again whenever you stumble and fall. Nobody's perfect. Even perfectionists fail. It's just a sad fact of life. But if you have self-discipline, you'll get back up, dust yourself off, and then go back to chasing your long-term goal. In this presentation, you're going to learn 5 different ways you can strengthen your self-control and improve your self-discipline as well. Self-control is a skill that everyone needs to master. If everyone had self-control, life would be so much easier for everyone on this planet. You're upset at someone? You don't go after them if you have self-control. With self-control, you can rein in your emotions, your actions, and your words. It's such a powerful skill, but admittedly, it's difficult to master. 1. Exercise regularly. Exercising helps a lot with strengthening self-control. After all, it's so easy to not go to the gym, lift some weights, or even just walk around briskly for a few minutes. Laziness is the ultimate self-control killer. So just by taking the mental leap to exercising, you're already showing signs of self-control progress. 2. Take time to relax. When you're in a relaxed state, you tend to see the big picture. You're generally happier, more agreeable, and more likable when you're not anxious or stressed. If life gets in the way and you feel like you're losing your self-control, take a break from it all and find a moment to relax. You'll immediately see a noticeable difference in your demeanor and be able to think things through. 3. Avoid getting stressed out. Getting stressed out is not healthy. But of course, we can't avoid it no matter how hard we try. There are always plenty of reasons to get stressed, whether it's at home, at work, at school, or even while shopping. We simply can't escape it. We can, however, exercise self-control by stepping back for a moment, breathing deeply, and exhaling. This is a quick fix for stress, but ultimately, you should relax and try to get some sleep to recover your self-control. 4. Get enough sleep. Notice how cranky you get when you don't get enough sleep? How every little thing annoys you or irks you? We all need to get enough sleep each night. Otherwise, no matter how well we build up our self-control, it's going to end up in the drain, simply because our brains are too fuzzy to think clearly. 5. Look at the big picture. When you're planning for something for the future, you draw a big picture in mind. That is what you want to happen, and you're taking the steps leading up to that end goal. When you're confronted with something that threatens to undermine your long-term goals, exercise some self-control so you don't lose sight of the big picture. 7 easy ways to resist temptation and improve self-discipline.